I'm going to show you how to keep fresh tomatoes for a long time. Would you believe fresh tomatoes can last up to 12 months and still stay bright red, juicy, and full of flavor? Today, I'll share a scientifically proven method to preserve tomatoes so they keep their taste and nutrients. When choosing tomatoes, look for ones that are round and evenly shaped, with no cracks or deformities. The colors should be bright and even, a deep red or reddish orange without large green patches. They should feel firm in your hand but give slightly when gently pressed, showing they're ripe but not mushy. The skin should be smooth and shiny, free of bruises, black spots, or mold. And finally, a light, sweet tomato fragrance is a great sign that they're perfectly ripe. Let me know in the comments what country you're watching from. It's always amazing to see how we're connecting from all over the world. I've just picked plenty of fresh, juicy tomatoes. Come on, let's head home and get started. Rinse the tomatoes well under running water, then soak them in salted water for about 10 minutes. This helps remove dirt, parasites, and harmful bacteria, leaving the skins clean and safe before we start. While the tomatoes are soaking, I'll sterilize the glass jars. I wash the jars and lids with a special cleaner. Rinse well, then boil them for 10 minutes or steam them. I let them dry upside down on a clean towel. Make sure the tomatoes are totally dry, no water clinging to them. Next, I cut the tomatoes into quarters and remove the core in the middle because it's tough and doesn't taste good. Are you a tomato fan yourself? Or just looking for a way to store them because your family loves eating them? Let me know in the comments. You know, tomatoes aren't just food. They're nature's gift for beauty and health. They're bursting with antioxidants, especially lycopene, that help fight off the things that age us. Keeping your skin fresh, youthful, and glowing. Every bite is full of vitamins A, C, and K, feeding your skin from the inside, boosting collagen, brightening your natural tone, and protecting you from the sun's hidden damage. And it's not just about beauty. Tomatoes care for your heart, keep your digestion happy, and calm down inflammation in your body. Some people like to add garlic and onions. I recommend not doing that, because even after sterilizing, garlic and onions can still carry acid-tolerant microorganisms. They'll ferment slightly and create more acid, which makes the tomatoes taste sour. Also, the sulfur compounds in garlic and onions can change their smell over time in an acidic environment. It's not harmful, but not very appealing, since I want to use them in many different recipes and keep their original flavor. I only add salt, sugar, vinegar, and a touch of pepper. I layer the tomatoes in the jar, sprinkle a little salt and sugar. Then keep layering tomatoes with salt and sugar in between until I'm about 2 centimeters from the top. The sugar helps the tomatoes keep their bright red color longer and makes the flavor more balanced. Salt doesn't just make the tomatoes taste richer, it also helps keep them firm, slows down spoilage, and creates an environment that's less friendly to bacteria. I add 5% white vinegar to each jar. The bacteria that cause botulism can't grow in an acidic environment. Don't use undiluted vinegar because the sharp taste can overpower the flavor, fade the color, and even damage the texture of the tomatoes. Diluted vinegar is enough to stop Clostridium botulinum while keeping the flavor delicious. Keep repeating the steps for the rest of the jars. A layer of tomatoes, then a sprinkle of salt and sugar, making sure not to fill the jars all the way to the top. This extra space lets the tomatoes and liquid expand during heating, helps create a proper vacuum seal, and prevents the brine from spilling out. Did you know pepper not only adds a gentle warmth and depth of flavor, but its natural antimicrobial properties can also help slow down spoilage? I pour water at Y-55 degrees Celsius PA -131 degrees Fahrenheit into the jar until it's about 1 to 1.5 centimeters from the top. Fill the jars one by one, and make sure to press the tomatoes down with a spoon after adding the water so they stay fully submerged. Pressing the tomatoes down ensures they stay fully submerged in the liquid, which prevents them from being exposed to air, reduces the risk of spoilage, and helps them preserve longer. If any air bubbles appear, remove them. This prevents exposure to air, reduces the risk of spoilage, and helps them preserve longer. Now I'm going to sterilize these jars of tomatoes one more time. I place a towel at the bottom of the pot, This keeps the tomato jars from bumping into each other while heating, which helps prevent cracks or breaks. I arrange the jars in the pot, then add water until it reaches the neck of the jars. Heat until the temperature reaches Y, minus 95 degrees Celsius, P minus 203 degrees Fahrenheit, and keep it there for 30 to 35 minutes. I avoid a full rolling boil to preserve vitamins and antioxidants. After sterilizing, let the jars cool naturally. Store them in a cool, dry, dark place at Y minus 68 degrees Fahrenheit, P minus 20 degrees Celsius. With this method, the tomatoes keep their color, flavor, and nutrients for up to a year. So, what do you think of these tomato storage tips? Have you learned the best way to keep them fresh and flavorful? Give it a try. How do you usually store your tomatoes? Leave a comment and share your tips below. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, share it with family and friends, and remember to subscribe to the channel. Thanks again for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.